Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Small Success Podcast. Today is so unique and so exciting. Drew and I have been counting down the minutes. You guys, we have a really special guest in the studio with us. But first, before I introduce her, I will introduce myself. I'm Pam Downing. I'm the operations and marketing strategist here at Larison Media. I'm here with
Drew Larison, founder and creative director of Larison Media. And like always, thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
It means so much. And I know I say that, but like it really does.
Okay.
I'm honored.
Listen, I want to have you introduce our guest because she's
me?
very special to you. Yes.
Guys, this week's guest, let's just say the studio, it just got bumped up some, because
We're stepping up our game.
We're stepping up the game. Like we've never had a guest this legendary,
It's true.
this epic,
It's true.
this beautiful,
It's true.
this smart.
It's true.
Give me more adjectives and I'll say that as well. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my wife, Erin Larison, to the Small Success Podcast.
I feel like we should clap.
That was the perfect time to use the clap button.
Yeah.
Welcome, my wife, Erin Larison.
Well, hey, I want you to take the pressure is intense on all that. The sweat on my palms.
Should see a doctor.
I was curious if you're going to introduce me as Larison Media CFO, because that is. I'm sure we'll get into that later.
Yeah, we will.
We try to limit the Larison Media talk on this podcast as much as possible. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, the fact of the matter is, it's Erin Larison in the studio. And you guys, we're so excited today because our conversation is going to take a really interesting direction. We are going to interview the spouse of an entrepreneur. So for all of you small business owners listening,
Pause. Go get your spouse and listen together.
right. Or if you have a partner or a significant other in your life who is on this journey with you, I think we're going to bring some useful tips and tricks to the table. We're also going to learn from experience from Erin and Drew's journey together. So to start our conversation, I first want to ask you guys, tell me how you became you. How did you meet? How did you fall in love?
Drew, do you want to start the story? And 15 seconds into it, I will interrupt you and tell it right.
We can skip a step. You can just start if you want.
So, gosh, Drew and I met maybe
9-ish, yeah.
9-ish years ago. And it was just a kind of a freak accident. And we met and parked on the same side of the theater, the movie theater. And I had gone to the movies with a friend. He walked me in my car, and this would be the great time to say the rest is history.
Did I actually walk you all the way to your car?
You did. You walked me down the hall.
Such a gentleman.
And it was so awkward when we were walking down the hall because he was 2 steps ahead of me, and he was so awkward. And he was like, I don't know whether to talk to you or not, but
That's what I sounded like 9 years ago, apparently. Kind of like Jimmy Neutron, apparently.
Had you seen the movie in the group of friends?
No.
2 separate group of friends, same theater.
Okay,
Yes.
got it.
Yes. So we had very coincidentally just kind of ran into each other, and we sat with these guys, and I honestly didn't know any of them, but they're kind of funny. And so this one walks me in my car, and he said, as we were getting toward the door, he said, "Don't make a big deal about this, but I'm gonna hold the door for you." And I was like, all right, bud. and he walked me to my car, and we kind of chit-chatted and laughed a little bit. And if this were a really succinct story, it'd be he asked me out, and then we were together forever. But that didn't happen.
Because I'm a gentleman.
Yeah. And so.
Or I was terrified. It could go either way.